Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 870. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do decide to stick around and support me, thank you very much. So I said this in the last reading. There might be something significant here about food, but it feels like someone here is thinking bigger picture. You're thinking systematically, collectively, and that feels important here. I feel called to tell you or remind you that if the details in your life, the little things, is getting to be not enough or too mundane, remember the bigger picture and what it's all for. And I keep burping, if you can't tell, which is about, or it's confirmation, or it can be about releasing something, letting something go. There might be a significant tarot reader here for somebody that is someone other than myself. But I feel like what you're being called to release is frustration with the little things. You know, focusing on gratitude and what you can control and acceptance, you know, that sort of thing. And I feel like what could really help you at least ease that frustration is remember what it's all for. Everything that you're doing, you know, if you are experiencing it, the deprivation that you are going through, the sacrifices that you are making, remember what it's all for and how it is so much bigger than you. It really is. Getting into interpreting the number 870, the number 8 is about walking away, letting go, trusting that what's lost will be replaced. Your left ear might be significant. I just got distracted by a card at the bottom of the deck. It's the Six of Swords in reverse. So yeah, someone here is definitely, to put it metaphorically, experiencing choppy waters, rough times, anxious times, but it'll all be worth it, I feel. So trust in the sacrifices, the choices that you are making, and that, you know, it is about purpose and making a difference. The number 7 is about learning and wisdom, gaining a deeper understanding, expanding your consciousness and awareness. And I feel like this is about gaining a deeper understanding of your frustrations and what it means for the bigger picture. I think it's important for you to know that the frustrations that you are experiencing, you're not alone. You're not alone in making these sacrifices. And focusing on what's most important, investing in what is most important. And I also wanted to say that you are powerful because of your frustrations. Being frustrated means that you care, and you're definitely not alone in that. You know, we're human, we care about a lot of things. But this frustration is powerful because you're going to feel it no matter what. But what you get to control is how you use it to work for you or against it. Are you going to use it to fuel you to keep making those sacrifices, or deplete you and give up? I'm feeling it's like I wanted to say for some reason it's a two-way street. So maybe you're expecting change in another person or systems or a situation, but you need to remember that that change starts with you. Because you are powerful. And I feel that you are being encouraged to use this frustration to fuel you and to work for you to be the reason to keep going. Because you don't deserve to feel that way. But it is a really good motivator, at least that I've found in my own experience. The number 0 is about cycles. The first word that came to mind was change. It's about beginnings, endings. I definitely feel that you are going through a transition. You're letting go and making room for better. And this is happening on a large scale. Many people are letting go of what doesn't serve them. They're putting their morals before their desires. You are really not alone in this. And your commitment to yourself, to what matters, contributes to people that are already committed to those things. Your future generations. This really does feel bigger than you. Adding up these numbers, 8 plus 7. I also just got confirmation here that you are going through a shift. But 8 plus 7 is 15. And, 15 plus 0, it's still 15. And there are 2 messages here. And it really aligns with what I was talking about. Putting your morals before your desires. Because the number 15 is the devil card. It's a number on the devil card in tarot. That's the first message, the first, sign that comes from that number for me is the devil, temptations, feeling trapped, restricted. But the other message, 1 plus 5 is 6, that number is about unconditional love for yourself. I really feel like you are being called to make a choice here. The Lover's card in tarot might be significant, or the zodiac sign of Gemini could be significant as well. But there is a really important choice here. Are you going to put your desires first, or your morals? What matters right now more? And for whoever needs it, if you feel like you are behind in life, you don't have that relationship, you're struggling to ground your career, that's happening for a reason. That's not where your focus needs to be right now. I mean, of course, you do what you gotta do, but it's happening for a reason. There are bigger problems that we all need to tackle collectively, and you might already feel that. There's a lot of aspects of life that are kind of just in weird places. Love, work, it definitely has to do with forces outside of our control. And not in a mystical way, in a practical, physical way, systematic way. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what else wants to come through for you and how it might relate to the number 870. I feel like this card coming out is going to be confirmation. We have the Ace of Cups. It says friendship, intuitive, love interest, creative, inspired, love offer. I feel like this is more about an emotional opportunity that you can unlock within yourself, and it feels like this is confirmation to reflect on these frustrations and what stands in your way from putting your morals before your desires. This also feels like confirmation for somebody in particular with their love life. If you feel like you're behind, that's happening for a reason. I have noticed personally that dating in general kind of seems like it's a mess right now. But that's happening for a reason, but it's not going to stay that way forever. We desire love, well, partnership. We don't need partnership to get love. We desire partnership, commitment, a relationship. But what matters the most right now is doing what's right, focusing on what's right. So even though you can't focus on things that you want to, it feels like it's only temporary. And that temporary might be more temporary than you want, but I want to say that things will get back to normal, but they won't be like they used to be. What I mean by that is you will get to focus on what you want in life, having fun, relaxing, that type of thing again, but it's not going to be the same, but in a good way. So just stay focused on your purpose, what means the most to you, and understanding yourself and the world, these systems, other people, on a much deeper level. Allow yourself to be in a state of discovery and learning. There could be something significant here about the law, or something significant legally, depending on who this reading is for. Your answer or your way to find closure is not going to be legal. It might be social or cultural. Or it is legal, and this is confirmation for you to seek out representation. And whether you should do that or not, don't rush into anything. Think things through. But yeah, that's just some extra confirmation there if someone needed it.